we will start by playing e4. I'll try to vary up which openings I play, but we will start with e4. The opponent plays Scandinavian. I will take the pawn. When they play the Scandinavian, you should pretty much always take the pawn. I would play knight c3 here. Principal chess, attack the queen, force it to move. Generally, they would go to a5, but they go there. Now that is not the best move. Why? Because we can immediately attack it with the pawn. And that pawn move also opens up our bishop, so we can go there to attack c7. So that is something I will do immediately. Attack the queen and threaten c7. Okay, I didn't see that, so I will just slide the knight back. Okay. I will develop the other knight. And that is not a good move because that is a free pawn. Now, do I take it with the pawn or do I take it with the knight? That is a good question. I'm not too sure what to take it with, but I will take with the pawn. Why? Because that opens up my queen. And now we can do bishop there and threaten checkmate. Okay, they stopped that. That's a good move. Very nice move. So we can now threaten the queen. Not directly threaten it, but now if the knight moves, the queen is under danger. So they should play a c6 to allow the queen to escape back. Overall, this game is a lot closer than expected because I shouldn't have played knight d5 there. So what I will do is I will move my knight to attack the queen. They take, and now they're going to move the queen. Okay, so they grab a pawn. That is a good move. My knight is also pinned, so I will block the pin. Okay, they play h5. What is that trying to do? I don't see much of a threat. There is a pawn hanging there, but I'm not concerned about that because there are greater threats. I can immediately start attacking the king if the queen wanders too far. That's a solid move. So I'm expecting a queenside castle, so I will first play c3 to prevent the knight from jumping forward. And if they castle, then I can start attacking. That is a good move. Why is that a good move? Because that forces my knight to move. I initially thought my bishop was hanging, but it's not, so we are fine. So the knight can move here and we are fine. Knight can move there as well, potentially more active. Yeah, that would have been more active, but I didn't want to have to. That's actually a good spot for the knight. I should have moved it there. But now this is just a free pawn. And we will bring our rooks to the center. We're also threatening to grab the bishop there. And if we get the bishop, now we have the bishop pair. We have two strong long-range pieces that will help us towards the end of the game. Now the queen moves. That is a solid move. Now I don't think there are any tricks to win the queen, so we will just continue playing principal chess and develop the rook. Okay, so they choose not to castle. What does that mean? That means that we can start attacking the center. Now, where should we move the bishop? None of these spots are particularly good. This hangs the bishop, here hangs the knight, and here blocks the rook. So I will defend the bishop. Now this knight still isn't doing much. They could jump there, but that also hangs a pawn. So that's something they need to look out for. But actually jumping here would be a good move, because if I take the pawn, then they could take my knight. So it's something to think about. I'm probably going to go pin the knight, pin the bishop, and their pieces will be unable to move. So depending on what they play, and boom. Immediately, knight is pinned and threatened. The bishop is pinned. Their pieces have nowhere to go, and this is very precarious. Well, it's not threatened, it's defended by the queen, but we can distract the queen away. So they take our bishop, which is an interesting move. What does this do? This actually doesn't do much. Okay, so I'm considering two moves right now. One move is to take the rook, because we are up in exchange. The other move is to grab the pawn, deflect the queen away, and then grab the knight. Now that is a very strong move, and I will actually play that. Now I could have just grabbed it. Okay. So now they can't go here, because that's just mate. Oh, no, that's just mate. If they go there, what's our follow-up? Then we can start by giving a check, and then we can take the rook. I don't see an immediate follow-up, so I will just pick up the rook. And now we are winning. So what I'm thinking is double the rooks and attack the bishop. Now the bishop is attacking us. There's no mate threat here, so we are safe. And we can also bring in the queen, force him to go there, and win the bishop like that. So when the king goes there, perfect. I can go like that, or I can go like that. Either option is fine. Bring in the rook, and he has to go there or there. But it's close to mate. I think that would be mate. That is mate. No, that's not quite, because the queen can take it. This would be mate. Perfect.